Keeping this facility open is contrary to our values. It undermines our standing in the world. It is viewed as a stain on our broader record of upholding the highest standards of rule of law.
That's what President Obama has been saying for years, and in his final months in office, the remaining prisoners at the sprawling complex of Guantanamo Bay's detention center are wondering what could happen next. Well, it's extremely dark in here because we're looking at the prisoners through one-way glass, and it is far emptier than even a year ago when we were last here. Many have been released in recent months. Those left behind have been here so long they're used to the mealtime routines. They've devised ways of getting exercise through pacing around the space they have. And we saw some interacting with the guards. The number of prisoners here now are just a tenth of what there once was, and more releases are due in the summer months. But around 2,000 soldiers still operate the place, and nothing seems to have closed.
If you'd been here 2 years ago when I got here, and now you generally wouldn't see any appreciable difference.
Do you see any reason why a facility like this couldn't hold the same detainees but on the mainland?
No. Under appropriate security conditions in the United States, these detainees pose no more threat there than they do here.
Well, even the name Guantanamo conjures up images of orange jumpsuits. It's synonymous with issues around torture and force feeding. And what the White House says is that while it's still standing, it remains a powerful recruiting tool for militant groups around the world. So the White House wants it shut. The officers running it think the prisoners could be housed elsewhere, and it's seen by many as a smear on America's reputation. So why is Guantanamo still open? The answer is continued political opposition back in Washington.
Guantanamo Bay needs to be kept open not only to detain these unlawful enemy combatants, but the next ones. We will tomorrow, a week from now, a month from now, pull terrorists off the battlefield. The right place to take them is not a federal prison in the Eastern District of Virginia. It's to a place where we can conduct an investigation so that we can keep Americans safe.
We were only shown detainees in the lowest security wing of the prison. There were parts of Guantanamo we weren't shown, which house men deemed so dangerous America never wants them released. But after all the talk, what happens to them and to the detention center as a whole now looks like an issue that'll be left to the next president. Aleem, Maqbool, BBC News in Guantanamo Bay.